Two free transfers to start 2025, and I'm heading into it with green arrows as well after a really great game week. Help me get this one to 1,000 likes and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. I'm recording this one on Tuesday morning, so we've still got one game left of game week 19, Brentford against Arsenal, where I'm hoping for another Arsenal clean sheet. We've had quite a few in the last few game weeks, so fingers crossed that Raya and Gabriel can do the business. But yeah, a really great game week 19 so far. 81 points, a massive 15-point haul from Trent in my defence, and an assist from Robinson as well. Salah with a haul. That Liverpool game just gave me points against West Ham. Salah with a 16-pointer. I captained him. I was never considering Palmer, but I do feel sorry for those managers that are on the wrong end of that swing because it was quite significant in the end. Diogo Jota benched again, but he did come on as a substitute and score. I'm still waiting for the first start for him in my team. Hopefully that's coming this week against Manchester United. And then some good returns in my forward line, double digits from Wood, another return from Isak. Solanke blanked though, which was a bit frustrating, especially because I benched Morgan Rogers, 11-pointer. I played Enzo over him, who failed to deliver against Ipswich. A bit of a shocker that 2-0 win for Ipswich against Chelsea, and it does make me consider whether I'm a little bit too invested in that Chelsea attack at the moment. Game week 20 then, I've got two free transfers, 1.2 million in the bank, so I have got some flexibility here. The plan that I shared in my game week 19 video was that I was going to upgrade Jota to Gordon, and that is still a transfer that tempts me. I think the only thing is, now that Jota's got that goal and I'm still waiting for a start, I look at the next game and I think it could be a game that he delivers in, and I'm quite enjoying being tripled up on Liverpool at the moment. Liverpool and Newcastle, by the way, are top of the form versus fixture charts by some margin, so I am still motivated to buy a second Newcastle attacker because I mentioned last time, everyone owns Isak in the game now. No one's really captaining him, so the way to be differential on this very good Newcastle United attack is to have a second player in. I was going to play Morgan Rogers this week at home to Leicester. Obviously now he's picked up a suspension. He's not going anywhere in my team because he is playing very well. He's in good form. Aston Villa feel like a team on the up at the moment. They've got the fixtures to succeed in. So I'm now looking at Enzo Fernandez, and I do not trust Chelsea. A string of poor results from them, and you know, Enzo and Palmer between them aren't really delivering, but I feel like Palmer is enough at the moment. To be honest, Palmer could be a player I look to move on in the next couple of weeks if he doesn't start delivering. So I do want to turn Enzo into a Newcastle midfielder, but the only way I could get Gordon is by downgrading Solanke to a João Pedro, and I'm not sure whether I'm ready to do that. I still feel like there's some potential there from Solanke. So the move that I'm looking at making is bringing in Jacob Murphy. Now, I was a little bit on the fence with Murphy a few weeks ago because of his minutes, but he has played 77 and 84 in the last couple of game weeks. And given that it's the most congested period of the fixture schedule and we've seen an improvement in his minutes, I'm feeling quite confident now. I think it's important that Newcastle continue to utilise him on that right-hand side of their team. And while I don't think he can match Gordon, I don't think he's going to be a million miles away from his points return. So it is a little bit of a punt. I would obviously prefer to be buying Gordon this week, but I feel like Murphy is a decent enough compromise right now. And I certainly want to be doubled up on the Newcastle United attack because they're just so potent right now. Here's how the team lines up then for FPL Gameweek 20. A few decisions to make in the defence. I am going to be starting double Arsenal defence away at Brighton. I've got to start Trent at home to Manchester United and Robinson at home to Ipswich. Konza, perhaps the weakest of my defenders in terms of his attacking threat. So he is dropping to the bench for Leicester at home, but with Morgan Rogers suspended, he is the first sub to cover any player in the squad. In fact, he's my only sub because Vandenberg, you know, still on his way back. So it does make me think maybe I am a little bit light because it is a week where we could see some rotation, but most clubs have got pretty much a week to prepare for this game, so I'm not expecting game week 20 to be as bad in terms of rotation. Moving into the midfield then, I've got that double up on Liverpool with Jota and Salah for Manchester United at home, which is a great fixture by the way. I've got Palmer away at Crystal Palace, and then I've got Jacob Murphy coming in for the trip to Spurs, another good fixture to target for those Newcastle attackers against the weak Spurs defence. It is a double up with Isak in the front line. Hopefully Solanke can get something in that game as well. Newcastle do have some absentees. We've seen Trippier get subbed. Cher is suspended for this one. Dubravka's still deputising for Pope in goal, so I think there's potential there for Solanke. And then Chris Wood completing the forward line away at Wolves, which again feels like a very good fixture for him. He did score in the reverse of this fixture this season, so I'm feeling quite happy with how the side is lining up there. Plenty of potential for the coming game week. Now, we probably ought to have the conversation on captaincy. There are 3 candidates this week, I guess, for my team. We've got Isak away at Spurs, Palmer away at Palace, Salah at home to Manchester United. Now, as I mentioned every week, I always come from the starting point of, is there a good reason not to captain Salah? Well, he's got a home game. He's in sensational form at the moment, and Manchester United's defence, quite frankly, has been terrible. So I don't feel the need to look elsewhere. I don't trust Chelsea at the moment, so I think I will give Isak the vice-captaincy. But yeah, it's going to be Salah captain once again. Hopefully another double-digit haul from the Egyptian. Let me know in the comments then your dilemmas going into FPL Gameweek 20, and make sure to hit the like button. We're going for 1,000 likes on this video, and subscribe to the channel as well. Happy New Year, guys. It's been a brilliant 2024 on the channel, and I'm really hoping that 2025 is going to be a big one for me as well. This is the only video content for Game Week 20 because my kids are still off school, so we've got some quality family time planned for the next few days. But I'll catch you next week with a full complement of content going into Game Week 21. Thank you for the support, guys.